It's a Tuesday afternoon in Mendon, Massachusetts. The WCAC Girls Championship between the North Brookfield Indians and the BCA Eagles. This game, of course, been moved back an hour and 15 minutes due to snow. And because of that, I don't think that many people got the word, so attendance seems to be a bit lower this afternoon than it would have been. And that usually is, especially if there was a doubleheader. But the team will just have to ignore those problems and just go out there, play their hearts out, and hang another banner on that decorated wall on the left side. Jump ball to begin the game is won easily by North Brookfield. Here's number 30, defended by Maurice. She's going to bounce pass. Now it's fumbled, briefly recovered by 5. Here's 30, putting one up and through. Number 30 gets North Brookfield on the board to start the game. I'm also using a new camera stand. This thing looks a little hard to control, but I'll probably get used to it. There's Anacio Ferreira. Out to Roberta Rosso, puts up a 3. It goes in and out, and that's North Brookfield possession. Here's 30. Moves to the left. There's 21 near Rosa. Here's 40 now. Bounce pass over the 5. Number 5 misses the shot. 21. There's a jump ball force. That's going to be BCA ball. Good defense by the Eagles. 7-12 remain in the first quarter. And they have the ball. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't like this thing is hard. This thing is hard to use. Here's Roberta Rosa, defended by 5, gets it over to Maurice. Maurice looking, putting up a 3, it doesn't go through. That was Roberta Rosa on the shot. It remains 2-0. We remember the tightly played match between these two games out in Brookfield, of course. Here's 5, making it a 4-0 game. Very tightly played match that was. A little bit less tight the last matchup. It's Eagle ball now. Here's Anacio Ferreira. Getting it over to Roberta Rosa. Here's Ferreira with a 3-pointer. Doesn't go through. It's rebounded by Romero for a moment, but 30, given the height difference, is able to come down with it fairly easily. Here's number 12 now. Out to 5. It's a 6-0 North Brookfield lead. This Eagles team undefeated so far, but North Brookfield seems to be putting on a major threat this afternoon. Here's Aaliyah Maurice down the sideline, defended by 12, getting it over to Rosa. Rosa has time, gets it over to Maurice, drives in the paint, bounce pass out to Romero. Defended by 40, her pass is picked off. Back the other way, getting it over to number 12. Now bounce pass back out to 5. It's an 8-0 start for North Brookfield. And a timeout taken by BCA. Timeout comes to a close. It's been a dreadful first 2.5 minutes for the Eagles this game. And as for North Brookfield, on the same day, a man from Manchester might cut his hair. They might get their revenge on a team with both boys and girls has tormented them all year long. And they've come out with another steal. Here's number 5, and that's North Brookfield's first mistake of the game. My hard-to-control camera stand didn't quite capture it, but basically she just underthrew the pass a bit. All the yelling during free throws to try and beat BCA here tonight. That ball rolls out to Anacio Ferreira. Ava Strunning now, trying to get something going. That pass is intercepted by number 21, and 5 is wide open. It's a 10-0 game. We have not seen anything this dreadful out of a WCA game for a BCA team in years. Here's Roberta Rosa. Whistle blows. That's a foul on North Brookfield. First foul of the game for either team. And the Eagles hoping to use this as a spark. The biggest deficit for either team this year was 7 against Nazarene, which the boys team came back from pretty easily. Here's Roberta Rosa with a good play to keep that one. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say it remains BCA ball. Here's Moraes. Out to Rosa. Now you're strutting in the corner. Back out to Ignacio Ferreira. Drives forward a bit. Now here's Roberta Rosa with a deep three. Misses well short. Great defense and offense by North Brookfield in the first eighth of this game. Here's number 12. Crowd silent except for the cheerleaders right now. 30 into the paint. Misses the shot. Great rebound by 21. Here's 12. Back out to 30. Putting up a three, but missing short. And it's rebounded by Ava Strutting. Here's Roberta Rosa. Passed out good. Rosa, defended by 30, loses it. Recovers in the corner, and she stepped out of bounds. Or will they say she was pushed? That's exactly what they ruined. It remains BCA ball. They need to score here. They've gone over 4 minutes without a single point this game. Number 12 playing great defense. He is stranding out to Ignacio Ferreira. Moraes, corner three. No good. They're still unable to get themselves on the board today. Here's number 40, defended by Ferreira. That pass is swatted by Romero. It goes out of bounds on her, and so it remained North Brookfield ball up 10. Just don't let yourselves get demoralized just because you trail by more than you have in multiple years. Here's that shot not going through. It goes in and out. Here's 21 with a second chance. Doesn't go. Back out to 12, who puts up a three. Misses short. Here's 30 now. Her shot doesn't go, and North Brookfield's offense is starting to cool down. This is BCA's biggest chance to make a comeback. Here's Rosa. That shot is blocked. Shot is blocked. Here's number 21, and 21 is going to score. It's 12-0 Indians. Here's Ferreira. Pressured very well by the other 12, and she's fouled. Pressured a little too well, it seems, and she reached in there. Here's Aaliyah Moraes. Driving forward, pass, blocked to Strutting. Shot goes through, and BCA are finally on the board. 5 minutes and 15 seconds into this one, but we know to never count this team out. Either boys, girls, even the middle schoolers. Here's 21. Doesn't go. She rebounds pretty easily given the height difference. Here's 30 with a three. Doesn't go. No three-pointers for either team yet this game. Blue ball. I thought they signaled that BCA ball for a second. That ball was clearly swatted out by Aaliyah Moraes. So that would have been a highly, highly incorrect call. Everyone is called back to this side of the court. Yeah, why is it blue anyway? They're black and purple. Obviously, we can tell which team they're speaking about, but it just makes things a little complicated. Here's 21, bobbles the ball, and jump ball is forced. It's going to remain North Brookfield ball. But we're finally seeing a great defensive effort by BCA this game. Here's 5. Now, this camera turns so slowly. That shot goes through. Number 24. It's a 12-point game again. Here's Roberta Rosa now back out to Moraes. Here's Ferreira to Rosa. Ferreira with a three. Doesn't go. Ball goes out of bounds. It's North Brookfield possession. They've just been startled out of the gate today, it seems. But still, hanging in there by a thread, just as the opposition has done all season. Here's 20, that's a jump ball, and this time it goes to BCA. They need a big play here. I want to go for a three. Do they trust their accuracy with 2 points here today? Here's Moraes. This is, of course, the championship game. So it's now or never. That's going to be 3 shots for Roberta Rosa. Even though she landed way in front of the line, she was behind it when she shot, and they do indeed rule what I just said. And this is the Eagles' biggest chance to spark a rally. Roberta Rosa. We have not lost a game, either team, Pastor Fernell. That shot doesn't go through. It goes in and out. I'm telling you, it's the stand. That's why they're losing. This thing is too hard to control. I'm going to replace it in the second half. That shot doesn't go through either. And so far, she's 0 for 2 on the first 3 throws of the game for either team. This one doesn't go through. She missed all 3 shots. And that pass to 5 goes too high and goes out of bounds. And the Eagles catch a break right after missing 3 consecutive free throws. Here's Roberta Rosa. Out to Ignacio Ferreira, who can't make the 3. And that ends up back in the hands of North Brookfield. That pass goes over. Here's 21. Can't put it through. Ball scrambles around a bit. It's Eagle ball. Oh, my goodness. Here's Ignacio Ferreira. Out to Rosa. Here's Maurice in the corner. Drives up into the paint. Bounce pass to Strenning, who's now 1 for 1 on the day. Her second shot. No, I think they could use her getting the ball in the paint more. Sort of what the boys do with Michael Cardinelli. Here's number 24. Out to 30, defended by Romero. Here's 40. Shot goes through. It's 16 to 2. And they're just doing everything, giving BCA a taste of their own medicine tonight. Full court pressing in the first quarter, up 14. I'm sure all they ever wanted was to win this game, get their revenge, as it said, on the team who's tormented them all year, including their fans. That ball is just kicked around like it's a soccer game or something. That's going to remain BCA ball, though. There are 8 seconds to go in the quarter.
Really shocking.
Oh, yes. I mean, we could be in 7-1 territory here. Oh, wait a minute. I got to go back on the 2 mode. Here's Ferreira with a 3. Doesn't go. And Murray, oh, she passed. Complete lack of awareness of the cross. And they threw away a decent opportunity there. Second quarter comes to a start. And as I take my little stand away for the moment, BCA will try to regroup too. Romero ends up on the ground and Strenning stole the pass. Here's Roberta Rosa marching into the paint, and it's 2 points for Roberta Rosa. I'll put the next chance I get, I'll put that in. Thank you, Lucas. 16-4 game. Eagles trying to spark something. Here's number 30. Defended by Romero. Out to number 5. Putting up a 3. And she couldn't bank it in. It's bricks. Here's Roberta Rosa. Defended by 21. She gets it over her. Doesn't go through. It looked like a Kawhi Leonard buzzer beater type shot. There's a jump ball. That's going to be BCA ball still. It'll be Aaliyah Maurice inbounding it. Yeah, the stand is like cool and high tech, but it doesn't work good for basketball because I have to turn for the passes.
Look at this, look at this.
Yeah, I use that. I press that all the time. That's how I flipped it. Here's Rosa. Doesn't go. Strenning with a good rebound. And she just passes it to number 5, North Brookfield. Here's 24, defended by Ignacio Ferreira. She falls to the ground. I didn't see any contact there. I don't know about you. Okay, that's too far, but yeah.
I literally found out last week. I saw fan for you, and they finally got it back.
Well, we still beat them twice this year, so it can't be that bad. Here's 24, putting up a 3. Doesn't go. Here's 40. That shot doesn't go. And, oh, she wasn't. Still going to be North Brookfield ball. Well, certainly if we lose, we can't use the other team has a boy on it as an excuse. So, go out there, fight and win, eh? They still trail by 12. North Brookfield's offense has slowed down a bit until now. It's 19-4, the first three-pointer of the game. And they almost just intercepted that pass. Here's Roberta Rosa. Out down to Ferreira. Now Murray's defended well. I mean, their defense is just doing everything we've done all year. Here's Rosa with a three. Doesn't go. Here's 30 now. Out to 5. It's a miss. She missed the shot, but 21 is there, and somehow she missed too. Here's 24. She puts it through. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Here's Roberta Rosa. Stepping back, putting up a three, and it's a potential for a 4-point play. She's fouled and puts it through, and that could be just the spark this team needed. It may be, it could be. And this might be my chance. Now, I'll wait a little bit until there's a timeout. We're stuck with a slightly shakier camera until I get it back in the other stand. First shot, well, not first shot, it just goes through, and that's a 4-point play. A 4-point play, and that might be a momentum boost if you ever need one. Here in the championship game, here's 21 out to 4, defended by Ferreira. I mean, so far this is going like the Super Bowl. Here's 30, goes in and out, 21, misses 2. They missed 5 consecutive shots, and BCA might be coming here. That ball goes out of bounds, they'll say, at last hit. An Indian defender, and that's still going to be BCA ball. Timeout taken. This is my chance. Timeout comes to a close. Eagle ball with 5:57 left in the first half, down by 13. Here's Strenning at to Rosa. Defended by 5. Somehow keeps that ball. Floats it up and through. It's Roberta Rosa. 21-10. 6 unanswered points for the BCA Eagles. They trail by 11. Here's 24. Defended by Romero. That pass is picked off for a moment by Ferreira. Still a great defensive play. They're putting on loads of pressure now. Here's 30. And this is just great to do against a team that almost all of its members outmatch almost all of your members in terms of height. A little wild scramble. It's still North Brookfield ball. 5 just falls down for some reason. Here's 30 with a 3, doesn't go through, and the Eagles get it back. That's a foul by 24. Lucas, don't believe that that's a man. There's no way. There's no way. I mean, even if it is, no. There's no way. They always look like they're somewhat a man. Like, come on. Here's Roberta Rosa, pass half court. Defended by 5. Good screen by Strenning. Here's a 3 from Ignacio Ferreira. Doesn't go through, and it's going to be a North Brookfield ball. Murray's tried to moss her, unsuccessful. That's a foul. It's a travel by number 30, and BCA get it back. Cut it to 9 or even 8 here. Would be big. I mean, obviously, but here's Ignacio Ferreira tying her shoes. Is she going to be able to slip past that defense? 24 does keep an eye on her. Roberta Rosa keeps it. Falls to the ground. She passes to Romero. Shot doesn't go through, and North Brookfield get it back. 24. Defended by Romero. Getting it over to 30. Defended by both Romero and Ferreira. 30 tries to power up, and she's fouled. And she got 2 shots from the line. I think that the other one wasn't. I think this one was.
Doesn't matter. Both hands up.
Okay. Well, they called it a foul. What are you gonna do? I don't want to pretend like every call against us is the bad call. It's just not a good way to look at things. The shot doesn't go. We are 3/8 into this game about. Complex fractions, I know. Eagles, of course, trail by 11. They're starting to pick up a bit of momentum. Defensively, offensively, all everywhere. The shot bounces up, and it hit the backboard. It's ruled out of bounds, or is it? What happened? What happened? Did somebody, like, move? I didn't see. I was just looking at the ball. She'll get another shot. She missed the first two. Trying to change that with this one, and she does. It's a 12-point lead for North Brookfield. And their defense in full press, and 24 picked it off, but steps out of bounds, and so BCA will get it right back. Still a great defensive play. Do you think we should start pressing? I mean, if they are, it's working pretty well. That's something we did, especially throughout the first half of the season. I saw a lot less for both teams in the last 10 games or so. Here's Roberta Rosa. Though this Eagle offense, who performed very well yesterday, can definitely outmatch a press if needed. That shot doesn't go through. 24 getting it over to number 30. Now here's 24 again. The 4 outside the corner, bounce pass, and that pass is almost stolen by Romero. Here's 30 defended by Romero. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Here's 24. That shot is tipped and somehow goes through. It's a 15-point game again. And it seems North Brookfield have ripped all that momentum right back. Here's Rosa. Drifts to her right. Defended by 5. Good pass over to Moraes. Now back out to Rosa, who puts up a 3. Doesn't go. And nobody gets to it. North Brookfield ball up 15.
Looking not the best BCA here.
What was that you said?
Not looking the best BCA.
Oh, yeah. It might not be. It might not be. Just maybe. Here's number 4 now. Bounce pass out to 30. Defending well by 3 girls. And somehow weaves her way past all that, but can't sink the shot. I think that one could have been a foul. Nothing called. Here's Rosa driving up. And that's a foul for sure. The whistle blew in about a half second too late. The only reason you could tell it was late is because that one was so obvious. Even the slightest delay could seem unfathomable to even the dumbest human mind out there.
Especially when Julia's not hitting her shots. The team momentum goes down.
That one goes through. Another free throw.
This game shows how Julia's a key player. Because, I mean, she's hitting all the shots. They're in the game.
She also hasn't taken many shots.
Took 5.
Second one goes in and out. Yeah, that's not bad. She has. I haven't seen 5.
A lot.
Here's 21. I didn't see 5. I gotta be honest. Here's number 5 off the side of the backboard. Under 3 minutes and a half. I mean, they just have to use every bit of effort in them to get it by this defense today. Here's Ferreira. Missed that one short. You could tell out of the hands. That goes out of bounds. It'll be North Brookfield ball. Just incredible what we are witnessing. Stunning. Here's 24. Defended by Romero. Gets it out to 21. That's a travel by 30. I don't know if I saw a travel there, but it's called anyway. Now it'll be BCA ball. Here's Roberta Rosa. Defended by 5. They've got Ferreira in the corner. She's got it. Puts up a 3. It doesn't go. Here's Moraes. That's going to be a jump ball when this dust settles. Or is it? Aaliyah Moraes fighting. But it's not enough.
3 seconds.
3 seconds in the paint. 3 seconds too long. Here's 24. We enter the final 2 minutes of the first half. If you look at the scoreboard, you'd think this game was in North Brookfield. Here's 30 out to putting up a 3 and sinking it is number 5. It's a 17-point game. Here's Rosa now defended by 4. Cuts to her left and the shot doesn't go through. They just are not hitting. Simple as that. They're not hitting shots today. I mean, they've been completely dominated in this game. I don't know what it is, like how it's happened so suddenly after what happened the last matchup. Here's 23 missing short. 24, I call it 23. 24, she isn't even the reason. 24 hasn't done anything. She's done
it. 8 points.
She has 8 points, but she just missed that one by a lot. There's no way she has 8 points.
I just saw her 2 threes, bro.
That three by Roberta Rosa doesn't go through. Here's Maurice. Can't sink it. North Brookfield ball. Their defense has, that's why. Their defense has been so good. And when your defense is good, you score more points in basketball. Here's 4. Getting it over the 30. That pass is tipped, and it still remains North Brookfield ball. Here's 30, putting up a 3, and she missed that one well short. Leah Maurice getting over Rosa. We have 45 seconds. Eagles trying by 17, trying to spark something again, and they're unable to do so. Shot clock at 31, game clock at 35. We enter the final stretch of this first half. And what looks like, in all likeliness, a championship for North Brookfield. 24 misses a shot. BCA gonna have another chance to score here. They desperately need something here. Uh-oh. That's not what they needed. North Brookfield get it back. One final possession. Walking slowly. 7 seconds left. 24 loses it. That's a backcourt violation. BCA. These teams just trading possessions. They might, just maybe, have enough time to put one more thing through. Here's Strutting. Out to Rosa. 3 at the buzzer, missed well to the left, and that's the first half. 28-11. North Brookfield leads. We head into the second half. Of course, just a complete flipped script over all the previous games this year. BCA is losing. Freaking Man United is losing to West Ham, too. I mean, this is unbelievable. Here's 30 defending well. That's a jump ball. And how fitting is it that the Eagles get the ball back via a jump ball from the girl they need to come to life this half, according to most people, that being Julia Ferreira. One of the most key players on the team. She has the ball now, but she's missed the shot. It's rebounded by Romero, and that's going to be another jump ball. And North Brookfield are going to get right back. 22 seconds into the second half, and there's already been 2 jump balls. And that one is picked right off by Roberta Rosa, and Roberta Rosa is fouled. She'll get 2 shots. Even with that being fouled, I've never seen a shot go like there. That was like uncharted territory for a basketball. This one doesn't go. She, of course, missed 3 of them earlier this game, but then made up for that with a 4-point play. And she's put this one down to make it a 16-point game. Yeah, she missed one, made the other. And Romero just falls to the ground. She was stiff-armed, essentially, by 12. Number 24 is in the game. I just noticed. They made a substitution. I don't know. I obviously haven't memorized their players, so I don't know who. Is 12 the one who wasn't in? I think so. Yeah, she is. Here's Ferreira. Bounce pass out to Leah Maurice. Defended by 21. They get it back to Rosa. From the line, Roberta Rosa missed the shot. 16-point game. We're a minute into the second half. Here's number 30 at the 12 beyond the 3-point line. They got 5 open. Instead, they opt for 40. She missed the shot badly. Just 1 point so far in the first 70 seconds of this half. Here's Roberta Rosa cutting, but then the ball is stolen, and that's going to be another jump ball. A great heads-up play by Ava Strutting. No, the jump ball is good, Pastor Fernando. That's BCA ball. Or is it? Yeah, it is. I was making sure I didn't lose my marbles there. Game's never over. It's what we've said all year, usually referring to the opposition, of course. That's a good play by 12. Ball goes out. Who has it? Seemed it didn't touch any BCA defenders, and that's what they rule, but there was a white-shirted hand nearby. Here's Maurice taking it back after getting it to Rosa. Here's Ferreira to Strutting. Back out to Maurice. So they're all covered every time they get the ball. Here's Strutting. She doesn't put it through. Remains 28-12, and that one is a foul on Julia Ferreira. 30 was fouled. But that's our first foul of the game, so that one shouldn't be too monumental. Well, I mean, I don't think... And that was a disastrous pass, but they somehow keep the ball. Here's 21 now, missing a 3. And that was one of the most sorry shots I've ever seen. So the North Brookfield offense has gone silent. Completely silent to start the second half. The Eagles need to capitalize on this. I mean, they just need to. K-N-E-A-D. I misspelled that. Here's 4. Here's Roberta Rosa. It's Aaliyah Maurice who has it back out to Rosa in the corner. Drives forward. Roberta Rosa missed the shot. She missed the layup. Here's 30 with a great opportunity. And 30 misses the shot. Is it one of those quarters? Whistle blows. That's a foul on 12. Aaliyah Maurice will inbound it. Here's Rosa with a 3. It goes in and out. The 3 went in and out. And that could haunt them later on. Here's 12. Defended by Strenning and Romero. And they just give it to 21 who missed the shot. And Romero falls to the ground with it. They'll say she was out of bounds. And so we've gone 2 minutes and 36 seconds in the second half. 1 point has been scored. It is by BCA. Here's 30. Puts it through. The biggest lead of the game. It's 30 to 18. Or 12, not 18. Here's for passing over to Roberta Rosa. Here's Maurice wide open the corner. She's got a 3. Aaliyah Maurice. Perhaps the spark they need, and they have half the point total of North Brookfield. Here's 12, out to 4 in the corner, bounce pass to 21, and 21 will score. Both offenses starting to pick up a little bit after beginning the second half absolutely terribly. Here's Roberta Rosa, drifts to her right, gets it out to Strenning. For now, they've just guarded her so well. She's barely able to get open. Here's Roberta Rosa. She's fouled. Roberta Rosa is fouled. It's number 40 of North Brookfield. And so that is one thing the Eagles have been better at this game, is avoiding fouls. Here's Strenning from the corner. Doesn't shoot. Here's Ferrer now. I mean, this is just complete lockdown defense. Absolutely astonishing. From number 12 in North Brookfield, here's 21 with 2 more points. And each passing second, it looks more and more out of reach. The pennant. Here's Roberta Rosa. Doesn't go. She ends up on the ground, but no contact was made. Here's 30. She's going to score. Or not. She missed the shot. Ball goes out of bounds, and BCA get it back down 19. There are 11 minutes and 58 seconds left in this game. Here's Roberta Rosa, defended by 4. Romero tries to set up the screen. She's pushed away. She wanted a foul there, and nothing was called. She was sort of bullied away by a North Brookfield girl, and that she just threw it out of bounds. I don't know what that was about. Not very characteristic of a team who was completely dominating a game. But hey, things happen. The support in this building for the home team has just gone away this game. That shot misses too. And they just can't put points on the board today. Simple as that. Here's 40 with a 3. This is short. And North Brookfield aren't doing the greatest with scoring either. I mean, BCA should be in this game. They should be. Here's Roberta Rosa, defended by 4. Getting it back out to Inacia. Ferreira takes it again. 4 still on her. I mean, they're already putting in their subs. That's a foul. Rosa made the 3, and it's not going to count. shouldn't be mad, North Brookfield, about your own foul. That, I mean, it helped you. The foul might have helped them. They redirect to the other side. They're gonna give Romero 2 free throws instead of 3 points going on the board. How about this? How about you make the first one, miss the second one, and get another 2? Only a few more seconds will be wasted than already were. She misses the first one. Second shot doesn't go. And on possession, it will remain BCA possession. No substitutions made on the Eagles side. They, of course, have about 10 less people on their bench than North Brookfield. Here's Rosa floating one up, and it doesn't go. 21, towering above the rest, rebounds it. She's got to break away, but she missed the shot. 30's there to pick it up, and she missed 2, 21, and 1 for 21. And that could be the dagger. Complete mystery. Complete mystery. If I heard anybody taunting her during the free throw, I would have completely flipped this building upside down. 30 ends up on the ground. Everyone's directed to back away from the area, and we're going to take a quick break. That break lasted about 2 seconds. She's helped off the field. She is wincing in pain. 24 comes back into the game. That is very unfortunate to see from a team who is 10 minutes and 41 seconds away from a surprise pennant victory. The Eagles were considered long shot favorites all year long, and that pass is picked off by 21 or 24. What was that whistle for? What even happened there? Did they not start the play yet? Here's Maurice. That pass is almost picked off by 4. Rosa comes down with it. Roberta Rosa out to Aaliyah Maurice. Aaliyah Maurice misses the shot. I'm filming. What's happening? 24 doesn't get it.
Say it again.
And Brady Maurice has delivered the news that Lucas Costello Blanco has a crush on number 4 of North Brookfield. This is definitely real news. Bro, Lucas. Do you think my camera captured that? Dude, what were you thinking, letting him get in the call and say that? Roberta Rosa is going to get 2 shots. My apologies for the distractions, which I did not have any part in. First shot doesn't go. Respect to the North Brookfield fans who are here for not making noise like we would have if we were up by 21. Goes through. And the deficit is cut to 20. Well, you don't think of it like that. Think of it like 20 more points. And it just send it to overtime. You don't need the lead. Here's 12. I mean, they need a miracle at this point. We're in miracle territory here in the final 10 minutes of this one. 2 minutes in third quarter terms. Here's 12, defended by Ferrer in the corner, and that ball goes out of bounds. They're gonna say it's BCA ball. I thought for sure that last hit a North Brookfield defender. They say not defender. I mean a BCA defender, yeah. And that pass, good defense by 40. Here's Maurice getting it over the Romero, and Ford just steals it out of her hands. And now they steal it right back. Here's Roberta Rosa driving up. Roberta Rosa missed the layup. She missed the reverse layup, and they get it right back. This is just a interesting final 15 seconds. It will end with North Brookfield getting the ball in a normal possession. Now up 20 and with 1:25 left in the third quarter. 16 BCA points all game. 16. Here's 4 in the corner. Pass is swatted by Romero. It's going to remain, I believe, North Brookfield ball, unless they say it was pass tipped by North Brookfield. They say not. Here's 40 out to 21. I mean, this would be one of the most, if they somehow came back from this, this would be the most memorable girls basketball moment in school history. There's 4 missing a shot. But they would need to score 12 more points than they have all game just to come back. Did I say 12 more points? 6 more points. I can't even do math anymore. The astonishment of this game has just thrown me off. Along with everybody. I mean, this is complete stunning. Here's Roberta Rosa, 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Ball gets away. You can see the morale dipping by the second. Here's Roberta Rosa cutting past 21, bounce past Strelling, and they're finally back on the board with a field goal. It's a 20-point game again. Here's 24, defended by Romero. No, it's not the last game. They have senior night. So luckily this isn't Roberto's last game. Here's 24 with a 3. Doesn't go. Apparently we're still going to get a banner either way, I heard. I don't think that's true. Final 2 seconds. Here's Rosa at the buzzer. Doesn't go. And that's the first 3 quarters. 38-18 North Brookfield. We enter the fourth quarter. The Eagles, if they were to come back down from this and not having the ball, would need the miracle of all miracles. Highly doubtful, but still possible. Here's 24, getting it over the 40. She missed the shot. Roberta Rosa has it. Now, just capitalize. I know this sounds obvious, but capitalize on each miss the other team has, because they have missed all the shots, and score your own points. Rebound and score. Don't do that. It's North Brookfield ball again. Here's 24. Passed out court, and little miscommunication. They still stay with it. 24 again with a 3. Doesn't go. And it's going to be BCA ball. Here's Roberta Rosa. Drifts to her left, puts up a 3. Doesn't go. Ava Strenning. No foul is called. Aaliyah Moraes now. I just heard it. You got to score quick too. Not rush, but score quick. Here's Ferrer with a 3. Doesn't go. They missed all 3 shots that possession. And no chance anyone's getting it from number 21. Here's 24, defended by Romero, out to 21. 24 now, into the corner, the 12. Back out to 24, defended by Romero. Now 40. 12 has it. Lengthy possession, I wonder why. 24, that would have been an unbelievable shot had she hit it through. Ball goes out, it's still going to be BCA ball. I think they just need to put every bit of aggressiveness that is left in them in here now. Every last bit, especially on defense. You don't want that team having the ball for more than 15 seconds. You don't want that shot clock having single digits when the other team has the ball this late in the game. Here's Ferrer with a 3, missed it short. Now here's number 24. Defended by Romero, spins past her, 21 was there to set up a screen just in case. Now they got 40 in the corner, missed it off the side of the backboard. Here's Roberta Rosa into the paint. They miss again, and just like the third quarter, we've gone a lot of time without a single point. And that ball ends up on the ground. Aaliyah Moraes is going to come down with it after a delay, just nobody thought to get it. Here's Roberta Rosa missing that shot short. Perhaps comparable to UMBC versus Virginia in the 2008 March Madness. That ball goes out of bounds and BCA gets it right back. Unless they somehow pull off that miracle. But if you're going to score 20 points in the quarter to tie it up, and realistically, you're gonna need more than that because you're gonna allow a few too. Yeah, but the difference between the Super Bowl and this is the Patriots weren't supposed to win. We were. Here's Rosa with a 3, missed it short. Out of bounds. I mean, we might not get 20 points the way this is going. Obviously, it'll only take one shot, but here's 24. Out to 5. Back out to 21. They got 40 wide open. She's got 2 points. Deafening noise from the North Brookfield fans in the building. Here's Roberta Rosa. Defended by 5. Gets it to Ferreira. Now back out to Rosa. Here's Lilia Moraes. 4 minutes and 50 seconds in this one. Here's 12. Ferreira out to Ferreira. Now back to Ferreira, who missed the 3. Here's 21. Huh? She's over 10 points? Over 10? No, she's definitely scored in the game. I mean, this was supposed to be our day. This was supposed to be the big doubleheader where we won 2 championships, and it's just not meant to be. And all of a sudden, there's more noise in the building than there has been all game, and Roberta Rosa seems to thrive with the noise. She hits the shot, and it's cut to 19. But they only have 4 minutes. 4 minutes, as Peter Drury said, to come back from this, to win the title. 4 minutes to win the title in miracle fashion. She's struggling. That's a timeout. Timeout coming to a close. 3 minutes and 49 seconds remain here. And it's a horrible day for people in BCA and for people in Manchester who are not City fans because they're losing 1-0 to West Ham in the 78th minute. Here's 21, back out to 12, now 5. Good pressure on the defense. Nothing came out of it until now. Roberta Rosa has it. You gotta score, and you gotta score fast. Send people to the net and get the ball in there. Oh, what a play by 21 to save that. Here's 24 marching down the court, and 24 has scored. They once again have double the points of their BCA opponents. And all year long, the narrative has been half the points. Here's Roberta Rosa. That shot missed way out there. 3 minutes to go, and I think we can call it how it is now. Over. Here's 12. Putting up a shot. They're unable to add to that lead. Ferreira's wide open, but they couldn't corral the ball quick enough to get it to her. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left now. That's a 3 by Rosa, missing short. Out to 5. I think at this point we can just call it a day, put all the subs in. This game is over. Down out to Ignacio Ferreira. Ignacio Ferreira. Out to Roberta Rosa from the line. Puts it up. Doesn't hit. 21 points was the amount SLA scored in both matchups. It might be the amount they scored today. There's a travel. There's 2 minutes to go. And we'll just see what happens. And in the locker room for North Brookfield, it might be time to crack the champagne. Here's Aaliyah Moraes getting it out to Roberta Rosa, defended by 5 and 40. Back out to Moraes. Here's Strenning, couldn't handle the pass. And you can see what struggling does. It makes you struggle even more. That is the horrifying reality of momentum. Momentum can be beautiful, it can be terrible. If you're a North Brookfield player or supporter, it's been the most beautiful thing in the world today. Here's a foul. If you're from the confines of Bethany Christian Academy, one phrase will describe this game. The horror, the horror, the horror. Here's Roberta Rosa. Back out to Anastasia Ferreira. Now Strenning. Tipped and 24 almost recovered it there. They're just applying. Their defense has just been unbelievable all game. Unbelievable. And how fitting would it be to hold what had been the best team in the league all year, the 21 points. Inside a minute now, here's Roberta Rosa missing while short. Strenning's gonna miss. Thought she put it through for a second. I would have put the 23. I think 12 stepped out of bounds there. Not that it matters now. Here's 5. 2 more points for North Brookfield. Here's 25. Ferrer with a 3. This one doesn't go. Shot clock turned off. Moraes puts it up, not through, and that should do it. That should do it. And what a fitting way to end this game. Final few seconds. Why are we still checking defense? Final few seconds of this one. The buzzer sounds off and it's over. North Brookfield has redefined momentum. The North Brookfield Indians have stunned the Eagles, shocked BCA, and they'll hang up a banner in their confines. They win this championship game 46-21. Unbelievable.